Best cameras for live streaming. If 2020 taught the world anything, it's that live streaming is far more important than anyone imagined. Organizations everywhere are looking for new and compelling ways to reach their audiences through live streaming. Naturally, this is forcing many teams to reevaluate their workflow, starting with a seemingly simple question. What are the best cameras for live streaming? Ask these questions before you add to cart. If you're like us, it's easy to see why the allure of new gear day can blind even the most seasoned production tech guru. However, with such a wide variety of options in the cameras for live streaming category, it's crucial to ask yourself the following questions. What's the purpose of your live stream? The first and most important question is, what is the primary purpose of your live stream? Cameras are essentially tools that can either enhance or inhibit your production's overarching vision. Are you going for a more cinematic feel to pull on a few heartstrings? Or is it all business all the time with a lot of information to communicate? Or is it more of a business up front, party in the back situation with a variety of sequences that can benefit from different looks? What's in your gear closet? Sometimes the best camera for streaming is the one you already have on hand. You may be building a stream from scratch, which gives you tremendous freedom. Yet, if you already have an SDI cable run throughout your entire venue, you may determine that it's worth buying or upgrading to a camera that plays nicely with those BNC connectors. And all of Resi's encoder models support industry standard SDI inputs. So if the camera you do end up with only has an HDMI out, an inexpensive HDMI to SDI converter like the Decimator MD-HX will get you up and streaming in no time. What comes first, the body or the lens? The cost of a camera is more than just the body, so keep in mind that quality glass can quickly overrun any budget while chasing the best look for your live stream. If you already have Canon lenses, you may consider staying in the Canon ecosystem. Of course, there are plenty of adapters on the market and brands of cameras that work with common lens mounts. But if you're keeping lenses, make sure you know what type of mount you're looking for. Where is this thing headed? Are you looking to use more than one camera either now or in the future? Set yourself up for success and plan on purchasing the same type of camera. Matching camera specs make you look like a genius when cutting between angles. Plus, it's much easier to explain one camera's settings when training your team. And you might want to avoid going all in on your dream camera rig and then having to wait 6 years to add camera 2 because there's nothing left in the budget. Some additional questions can help narrow down your search for the perfect camera as well. So here's a short, non-exhaustive list. Does the depth of field matter for your image? Are you hoping to stream in 720p, 1080p, or 4K? How much zoom do you actually need? Will you be shooting in low light situations? Do you need on-camera audio options? What frame rate do you want to use? Or are you sharing gear with another team in your organization? Asking yourself these questions is not intended to hamper your creativity. Crossing this ocean of camera choices is just easier with a guide, and there's no better guide than the choices you get to make. So, you're prepped, informed, and ready to choose your next camera. Let's dive in to our top picks for the best cameras for live streaming. The $5,000 category, body only. The Red Digital Cinema KOMODO 6K. If you're looking for a plug-and-play solution for live streaming, then just keep scrolling. If you're looking for unmatched color science, stunning imagery, and don't mind following the new trend in the streaming industry, then the Red KOMODO 6K is right up your alley. The Canon EOS C200. The Canon C200 is a workhorse. Brilliant visuals, familiar controls, and a massive selection of glass make this cinema camera a no-brainer for live streaming. The Panasonic VariCam. This legendary line of cameras from Panasonic is Netflix approved for a good reason. 4K, VFR, 240 FPS, ISO 800, Vlog, AVC Intra, ProRes, and many other abbreviated features all come together to create a gorgeous look for any production. The $3,000 to $5,000 category. The BLACKMAGIC URSA Broadcast. BLACKMAGIC has truly cornered the market when it comes to affordable, fully featured cameras. Though the BLACKMAGIC URSA broadcast camera can struggle in low-light productions, it does offer many of the same features that cameras 2 times its price point can't even touch. Plus, the BLACKMAGIC world of video products is vast, and some of us find it easier to dive headfirst into an ecosystem that, for the most part, just works. The Sony a7S III. Sony's successor to the beloved a7 III added an S and a whole lot more. The A7S III is worth the wait, even just for the full-size HDMI port. This is not a camera for large venues, but the insane low light performance, blazing fast autofocus, and small form factor all put this perfect camera in a class of its own. The $1,000 to $3,000 category. The Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K Pro. The Pro version of Blackmagic's popular Pocket Cinema camera line has finally hit the mark in terms of must-have features, tweaks from user feedback, and lens selections. Gone are the underpowered batteries and low-light crippled lens mount. It's time for real EF lenses, built-in ND filters, and long-lasting batteries to get you through a long day of streaming. The Canon XA45. The Canon XA45 offers a complete streaming workflow in a small package. And yes, it comes with a lens. Despite its compact design, the XA45 still provides onboard XLR inputs plus optical image stabilization with a 20x zoom. The under $1,000 category. The GoPro Hero 9. Yes, you can stream with a GoPro. You'd be surprised where your live streaming adventures may take you now that satellite internet is a real thing. And who wants to lug a full-size camera into the wilderness anyway? With the optional media mod accessory, the GoPro Hero 9 can output a super smooth image to your audience wherever you are. The Marshall CV344. Whether you're looking to add some POV cameras to your production or just looking for a camera that can connect via SDI and not take up a ton of desk space, the CV344 is for you. With full 1920 by 1080 resolution, some pro-ish features like digital noise reduction, auto white balance, and digital zoom, this small but mighty piece of gear fills out our list quite nicely. So, even if your head is swimming with 3-letter abbreviations and alphanumeric model numbers, we hope you feel empowered. It's exciting that you get to decide with confidence based on your budget, creative needs, and future streaming plans what camera will help you reach your audience. And yes, gear is still great, and new gear day is even better. But keep this thought in mind while you're browsing B&H. No one is going to care if you choose the best cameras for live streaming, only that you chose the best cameras for your production.